Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a long time, but it's all right. I'm back, like I never left. So today I will be making one of my favorite recipes. I know I say this all the time, but like every time I go to Longhorn, this is the only thing that I get. So I'll be making the Parmesan chicken, and it's so good. So let's hope that it turn out just like Longhorn. So it's kind of like a copycat recipe. So these are all the ingredients that I'm going to use. I have the boneless chicken. I have breadcrumbs, the minced garlic, black pepper, butter, Parmesan cheese, the buttermilk and ranch, olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, vinegar, and I have potatoes because I'm going to have potato as the side dish. And I'm going to also show you guys how I make my potatoes. So if you want to know how I make this Parmesan chicken, just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take your chicken to the sink and you want to go ahead and rinse your meat off. So you want to rinse your meat off good and probably take this piece of fat off, even though it's bone. So whatever fat that you don't want, I cut that off. You can just go ahead, rinse it off, and then you place it over to the side. And I'm gonna grab this. I have some fat on this meat, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that off. So whatever you don't want, and these are the scissors that came with the knife set. So they're only for meat, nothing else. I'm gonna take this. Just cut off, and it's so much easier than using a knife. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is start making the sauce. So you're gonna take, I wanna use my measuring cups, and then you're gonna take 1 cup of olive oil, pour it in there. And this is the kind that I use. All right, then you're gonna pour that in there. And then you're gonna take the buttermilk ranch. You're gonna pour this in there, about 1/3 of a cup. Put it in there. Make sure that's good in there. And I'm just gonna add a little bit extra in there. Alright. Put that back. Then you're gonna take about 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. So this is the Worcestershire sauce. And you're just gonna pour that in there. So that's 1. And that's 2. All right, and then you're just gonna take about just like 1 1/8 of vinegar. You don't need a lot. See, I missed it, so I went ahead and poured it in there. So I missed that, but that's all right. All right, then what you're gonna do is take some black pepper, and you're just gonna put it around in there. And then minced garlic. I just went grocery shopping and I forgot to open it. So yeah, so what you're gonna do is take the minced garlic. You wanna put some minced garlic in there. Okay. That should be about enough. All right, and then you wanna just make that all one. Stir it around. I don't know if you guys can see. This is how it's looking. And this is how it should look. I made a mess, so It's all right. If you make a mess, you just clean it up right after. No worries. And this is how this all should look. Just stir that around some more so it's all mixed well. All right. Okay, so what I did was I just moved to the other side so I can have a little bit more room. So I'm going to sit this here. And all you're going to do is that chicken that was in the Ziploc bag, you're just going to pour that in here. Put it in there. And then once you pour it in there, you put it in the refrigerator. So you seal this tight. Make sure it's sealed tight. And then you mix it up in there. And then you sit it in the refrigerator. Okay, so now what you want to do is take your Parmesan cheese. Put that in the bowl. And then take your Buttermilk ranch. I say probably about a half a cup. You want to put that in there. And then what you want to do is stir that up, and then you want to put it in the microwave for a minute just so it can melt. And then this would be the topping for the chicken. I already have my cast iron on now, and I'm going to take the chicken out the refrigerator, and I'm going to start to fry that. But of course, I'll show you guys along the way. Okay, so once you take it out the microwave, this is how it looks. So this is how it should look once you take it out the microwave. And I only put it in for a minute. Okay, so now I took my chicken out of the refrigerator. So now I already got my cast iron going. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this in there. And then it's on medium low. It's on medium low. Okay, so this is how the chicken is looking once it is all done. And the only thing I did is packed it in my cast iron pan, just so it all can fit and so it can all go in the oven together all at the same time. So now what you want to do, this is what it is. And hold on, set you guys up right there so you can see what I'm about to do. Alrighty. Alright. So what you want to do is you want to take this right here, and I probably want to need some more, so just do the same thing. If you run out, just take your Parmesan cheese and your Buttermilk ranch, and then all you want to do is just spread it on there. So I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see. So all you want to do is just spread it on there. You spread it on each one. And then I'm going to spread this, and then I'm going to show you guys how it look after all of this filled. So this is how the chicken is looking after I spread the cheese on top. So now the only thing we have to do is add the breadcrumbs and put it in the oven. And I'm going to show you guys how I mix the breadcrumbs together. Okay, so for the breadcrumbs, so what you want to do is take your butter, go ahead and melt your butter in the microwave, probably for about a minute. That's all you need. And you're just going to go ahead and add a couple of tablespoons of garlic powder. Garlic powder is the one that I use. And then the breadcrumbs, you want to add about a cup of breadcrumbs. And now you want to do, stir it around. And I'm going to have to add some more breadcrumbs, because I didn't add a cup. You just want to stir it around. And then this is how it should look. Okay, once I add the breadcrumbs on top, this is how the chicken is looking. And now we're just going to place it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes and it should be done. Okay, so my chicken is in the oven. So I went ahead and cut my potatoes up. And then this is the size I decided to cut them up. So it's up to you how big, how small you want your potatoes. And I went ahead and already cut my onions up. So y'all know I love onions, so I use almost half all of the onion and half of another one. And these are my peppers. So for my peppers, what I do is I cut them up as soon as I buy them so they won't go to the bag. And I put them in the Ziploc bag and I freeze them so that way they can last long. And whenever I get ready to use them, I can just pull them out the fridge and then put them right back in there. So I do that for pretty much everything except for my onions because I like my onions to be fresh. And I just go ahead and cook them right then and there. So I'm going to show you guys how I make the potatoes. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put about 2-3 tablespoons of oil in there. Put that back. All right, so I'm gonna just spread that around the pan. That's all you have to do. How to do that. So I'm just gonna stick that in here. And then I'm just gonna start putting them in there. The eye's already, it's already hot, so just get that off of there. And I season the potatoes once they all are in the pot. So I can season the onions, so I can season the peppers. I just like doing everything together. And then I start seasoning when they start to get soft. So I don't season them right now. I just start seasoning them when they start to get soft. All right. All right, then for the onions, just go ahead and put all of these in here. So they all can fit together. Some of my toast together. And then now for the peppers. And then pretty much that's it. We're just gonna let that cook. Just let that cook, come together. And then I'll be back when it's time to add the seasoning for it.